What's up guys, it's your boy Nimbus here, and the patch notes are finally out, so I'm just going to go over everything, kind of explain everything for you guys, just break it down. Also, if you guys are leaping from Challenger World, our guild Gangsters, my guild actually, is open, so if you guys are looking for a guild, you're more than welcome to join. There's no requirements, and yeah, so our Gangsters. Alright, so let's get into the video. So for those of you that don't know, I guess first and foremost, Night Troupe is, or Mulang Carnival, I guess, Midnight Carnival, is the best event for EXP we get every year, if you're beyond 260. So if you are going to be farming, this is the time to do it most likely. So let's just kind of go over like the whole update as a whole. So first thing is we are finally getting Legion champions. So I already made a couple of videos on this, there's a ton of content on it, but essentially this is an endgame system. I wouldn't even worry about this until you're probably 285, but essentially the end goal is to have 6 characters on your account that can solo hard Saren in under 20 minutes, ideally, and then if you're like giga pushing it, it would be normal Kalos in under 20 minutes. And you get a bunch of different buffs here, but again, I really wouldn't worry about it because each buff is like worth less than, or each like hard Saren mule is worth less than like 2 FD. So you can definitely gain 2 FD as like an earlier on player for less than a Saren mule, right? So I wouldn't really worry about the system too much, but essentially you just want characters that can solo a lot of the hard bosses, starting at hard Lotus all the way up to normal Kalos. And then so the next thing we're going to be getting here is going to be, let me zoom out a bit, I feel like this text is so big. Yes, okay. Oh. It was actually big, it was zoomed in. Okay, nice. So yeah, so again, as you can see here, the buffs are like not insane, but yeah, they're okay. Another thing is we're getting like a buff system here. You're gonna go through this little dungeon, accumulate points, and then you can make these buffs. They're custom crafted. I think you can use them once a day, but again, I wouldn't really worry about this stuff too much, because even then, you like to interact with the system, you already need to be just 8k Legion off rip, right? So I wouldn't worry about Legion champs too much if you're a beginner player, and if you are already like looking at Legion champs, you probably already know everything that's happening. World merge is happening. I play on Chronos, so it doesn't really matter to me. Okay, but here's the actual meat of the patch, right? So this is a Night Troupe. This is what we're getting, and so essentially how it's going to work is you're going to get different ranks every single week. You get designer ranks. And then so they cap out. So first we're going to be getting a Terra Burninator, so a Terra Burn. You're going to get a unique potential scroll, a hair transfer, and a mount transfer. So this is really unfortunate because in other servers they got a cash transfer, and as usual, Nexon fucking us. Lovely. But yeah, I guess we have like a mount transfer and a hair transfer. I don't know. I was really looking forward to the cash transfer, but that is not happening, I guess. And so there are other things you get. So here are the buffs you get, or you can get, I guess. I'm going to be linking a guide here. Give me a second to pull it up. Okay, so I'm going to be linking this guide here. Shout out Rez, he plugged it. But essentially it is a guide on how you are going to spend your coins for the most efficient way. So I'm going to link this here, but as you can see on when you get 100 coins, you get EXP level 1. You're going to get combo, and just follow this along. It'll probably be the most efficient way to do it. And then yeah, so back to this again, you can spend coins pretty much just to upgrade stuff here. You can get EXP from runes, combo kill, like frequency spawn increased, bonus EXP from killing monsters, and this is additive, so I think it adds up to 25% when you max it out, which it's okay, I guess. This one's pretty nice here, actually. You definitely want to cap this one out. And so this is because, well, first of all, you get extra rewards from completing your dailies. But if you look here, we get 3 boss clear reset tickets. And so what does this mean, right? It means you'll be able to run an extra boss every week. And if we look at which bosses you can run, it's pretty much everything from Lotus all the way up to, does that say Limbo? All the way up to Limbo, it looks like. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be able to run anything up to Limbo. Pretty much every single boss you'll be able to run multiple times, which is insane. But yeah, this is it. This is what you're going to be able to do, which is great. So yeah, let's see what people do with this. I think there's two ways you can play this. You can either really grind for pitches if you want, or you can try and get into Eternals faster if you're at Grandis bossing at Colossus and Calling. I think honestly it really depends on you. If there's a pitch piece you really need, then I would spam that boss, even though it's a really low drop rate. And then if you're feeling less frisky and you want to get into Eternals faster, you definitely want to go for Colossus. And then so here we also get like additional Soul Urda energy and fragments in Grandis. So when you complete daily quest, yeah, so it's just plus, I guess at max level you get like 2 extra fragments, and then at level 1 and 2 you get an extra 100 Soul Urda from completing each one, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's not crazy, but this is more for daily story players, I would say. And then there's just a bunch of other smaller buffs here, like portals increased, elite boss treasure reward increase, monster park clears 2 times. So this one's definitely really nice. It doubles the amount of EXP you get from completing monster park. I would love this, honestly. Buff duration, here are like some temp buffs, but there isn't an actual whole like temp buff system here too. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I see. I think I misread it. I did misread it. So Limbo is not a boss you can redo. So these are the bosses you can redo. This is additional Soul Urda energy from bosses. Yeah, so okay. So you can actually do Limbo, unfortunately. And I apologize for that. So yeah, it's just Zakum all the way up to Calling, it seems like. Okay, and then so here, again, like every week essentially you unlock a new designer rank. Let's see. Yeah, so it's just the stuff we already told about. Oh, we also get like a little little medal here. This is a nice one, the little Mulung Troupe medal. Okay, and then oh, so we also are just getting straight up just like event buffs too from the designer ranks. So it looks like we'll be getting IED, crit rate, crit damage, flat attack. Okay, nice. And then so here's the Troupe stage tickets. So essentially how this is going to work is every single week you can decide if you want to do the Path of Sagehood or the Path of Martial Spirit. And so if you are going to be capping out, I think it takes about like 5,000 mobs to cap out or so. I would always go with the EXP one unless you don't farm at all. If you don't farm at all, I would highly recommend you take the Martial Spirit one because it gives fragments as rewards. But essentially, as you can see here, receive 33 points for every enemy defeated, and then after that, it procs 20 times a day, and then it lasts for 60 seconds, and then when you look here, you're essentially getting 1 minute of bonus EXP, like a little mini rune. So, I don't know how long it's going to take to proc. Let me see if it says anything here. Receive 20 points defeated. Okay, I read somewhere else that it would be roughly 5,000 mobs a day. So I don't know how true that is going to be for us in GMS, but yeah, essentially we're getting a little mini rune for a minute. So every single day you'll get 20 minutes of 350% additive EXP up to 550%, which is always going to be really nice. And then here are the statues, I guess, which is nice. And then so here's the second one, the Martial Spirit one. And this is the one that gives you essentially just like fragments every single day. So as you can see here, you can proc it 5 times a day. So again, I think it'll be about 5,000 mobs total. And if you look here, this is the total amount, not the amount per proc essentially. So you'll get like 10 fragments a day, then 15, then 20 fragments a day, and then 25. So again, if you don't farm that much and you are really wanting fragments, you can go this route. But I would again highly recommend if you do farm that you go with the EXP one, just because like I feel like up until like 20 fragments it's just pretty much just like an hour of farming every day with max drop rate. So I don't think this is like a crazy amount, and I think the EXP is probably better. This is Lantern Bright Wishes, so it's just like temp buffs, I guess event buffs. You get to use 1 buff a day. This is for bossing. And then this one is for farming. So I think what I'm going to do is try and pack in all my bosses on a single day, ideally, get the boss buffs, and then use the farming buffs every other day, just because it's nice, 15% bonus EXP. Who's going to say no to that? Okay, so here's a mysterious decoration or decoction system, sorry. Essentially how this works is as you kill monsters, you will get ingredients, and then you can like combine the ingredients for a buff. And it's an RNG system, it is. When I saw someone else do it for MC, I think it was like Steve, I was watching him do it. It didn't look that bad. It looked like you can get like good buffs every single week. You might not get like the maximum, but you would be able to get like a decent amount of buffs. And again, it is custom tailored to your preferences. And every time you roll over it, it gives you the option to pick if you want to keep the buff you have right now or try again, or take the new one, sorry. So it's not like you're like rolling like potentials essentially. It's like, I'd equate it to like maybe like the red glowing cubes when it comes to rolling these buffs, where you can pick the before or after every time you attempt to upgrade it. So it's not too bad, but obviously I would prefer just getting straight up event buffs, but that's okay. What else do we have here? Oh yes, the Mystic Bond. This is something really nice. So essentially what this is, it is kind of like champion burning, which we're also getting this patch, funny enough. But what you can do is talk to Dogong, and then you can designate a character to receive Dogong's magic. And essentially as you train on your main, it'll like level up this character on the side all the way up to 260. So it's kind of like a little like bootleg hyper burn in a sense, where you do get a character to level 260 for free. And it should take about like, I think it was going to be about like 8-ish hours of farming depending on what map you're in. So it is pretty nice. I would personally recommend using this on a Legion character that you really don't want to level. I'm going to be doing high auto. I think the most important ones you probably want are going to be like high auto, Shade, Mo Xuan. If you want, these are all crit damage blocks. You probably might want Kana, Demon Avenger. I'll link my Legion guide. It'll tell you what everything else gives. But essentially, like, I'm going to be doing like a character that I want to level for my Legion that I just can't be asked to level, and Hayato seems like that guy for me. Okay, and then here's the Moonlung Dojo. So this is essentially just going to be a Punch King. So you go in, there's 10 floors, you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to kill as many of the bosses as possible. Wait, is it 10 floors? Yeah, 10 rounds. With a boss on each floor. You try and tear through it as fast as possible, and at the end you get a bunch of EXP. I don't know how much EXP is going to be there, but who's going to say no, you know what I mean? Who's going to say no to free EXP? So also there's a hidden mission, so I guess we'll see what that is in a bit. But yeah, it's pretty much just a Punch King in a different flavor, and it's Moonlung Dojo themed. And so the Moonlit Dojo resets every Wednesday, which is very important because most of the things in the event are probably going to be resetting on Tuesdays, if everything is similar to all the previous events. But we do not know how that's going to work, but just keep in mind that specifically the Punch King resets every single Wednesday, so that is something you want to make sure you don't miss out on. Okay, this is the Herbtown Boat Bash. What is this? Oh, so this is like the AFK map. You're pretty much just going to want to just like AFK here when you're sleeping or something, and you can also buy these little chairs, which which changes the background music. But it's $3 bill. It's kind of expensive for a chair. It's okay, I guess. Okay, what else? No Gongs Acuity Training. What is this? Oh yeah, so this, you're pretty much just gonna like, it's like a little mini game. You just try and click on all the little monkeys, and you get rewards, depending on how many you can kill. And so the rewards are pretty much just symbol selectors. So if you get 40 or more, you get 20 symbols, sacred symbols every single week, or every single day, sorry. So yeah, these are pretty nice. Again, it's just like a little fun thing for rewards. I would not complain about it. And so these are the fortune sticks. So essentially, you just pick a stick, get RNG rewards. Yeah, here are the rewards. This one's super juiced, but like the rates are really bad. So you have like a really low chance, like less than 1 in 1,000, I think, to get this. But it is pretty much a free 20-star Eternal piece. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a bunch of just gotcha rewards. It's all good. Is it once a day? I believe it's once a day. Yeah, once a day you get 5 attempts and you just get a bunch of random stuff. Okay, so this is the champion burning event. So essentially how this works is by killing up to 100,000 mobs a week, you essentially like are EXP sharing with 2 other characters that you can designate. And so just to give you guys some perspective, I think if you're 260 and you get assigned as like one of the like followers, you get roughly I think either 262 or 263. And if you're level 200, it'll get you around like 235. So that's how much EXP it is. I would put these on boss mules you're looking to upgrade, or like if you're trying to push maybe like some like C10 mules. If you're at that stage, you can put your 260 characters on this after a hyperburn, and it should be able to push it closer to 265, just so that you can do Dark Null with more FD. And yeah, you also get like 7,500 coins per week, assuming you cap out. And so there's a shop. Let me see here. Where is the shop? No, sorry, these are actually check-ins. Okay, so in the shop they have like an event ring selector, flames, cubes, nodestone, EXP nodestones, and then medals of honor along with mag pots. So there's 1 mag pot in the shop, 1 soul urta, and it looks like 50 fragments. So I'm gonna crunch these numbers in a later video and kind of just tell you what I recommend. But yeah, so it looks like Dave the Diver is still here. Let's see. Oh, so essentially we don't get any rewards for Dave the Diver. We just get to play it. I wish I knew that earlier, because I had 50,000 points and I thought this event would continue. Well, this is useless now. You can just play Dave the Diver for fun, I guess, if you want. Yeah, okay, that's cool, I guess. Let's see, is this all just Dave the Diver, still Dave the Diver. Oh, I get this little token shop here. You can get this chair, which is cool, I guess. Item burning. This is not a new item burning. This is a previous item burning. What else we got here? Yeah, this is still item burning. Oh yes, Challenger World. The World Leap has begun. So if you are coming back from Challenger World, you can come back to whichever server you want after maintenance is done today. So that's another thing. And that this is for interactive only, so we can ignore this. Oh yes, Sunny Sunday schedule. So the Sunny Sundays we're getting are going to be, well, this weekend is going to be a Monster Park weekend. Next weekend is going to be Shining Star Force. So this is something you definitely want to be saving up for. We have less than a week now, like a week and a half to save up for this. After that, it's going to be a Rune Haste Day. Then it's going to be another Monster Park Day. Oh, also, it's going to be an honor, like an ability half-off reset on the 21st. After this, it's going to be a Hexastat and 30% off weekend on the 28th. Then it'll be a Monster Park weekend. Then it'll be a Rune Haste Day. Oh wait, this looks... No, never mind. This is just a Rune Haste Day on the 12th also. So yeah, let's see. Anything else crazy? Nope. So yeah, this is going to be the patch overview. It's not like an insane event. It's definitely like an okay, good event for EXP. I would say, like, honestly, if you guys are starting to get a little like burnt out from Maple and you don't want to miss like the bigger events, this might be the one to skip. Honestly, the rewards aren't like crazy. Obviously, they're nice still, but like they're not like insane. So this might actually be a good spot to take a rest if you did want to take a break. In regards to the cash shop stuff coming out, we are getting the Explorer NX again. I don't know what this title does, but when I asked a friend, shout out Rez, he said that the title wasn't that good for stats. So yeah, if you wanted some NX for your Hero, Paladin, Dark Knight, or any of the other Explorer mages, these are not Gamba. They're like 1500 NX, which is always great. I'm probably going to pick up the Shadower and maybe the Dual Blade Drip. Definitely the Shadower though. But other than that, I think that's it. And then, you know, more mid hair, and faces as per usual. Thank you, Nexon. And yeah. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We just broke 2,000 subs, so thank you guys so much. I'm going to be doing an NX giveaway in my Discord, so you can go ahead and enter that. I'll link my Discord in the description. And also don't forget to catch me when I stream. I stream from Sunday to Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on both YouTube and Twitch, and that my Twitch is twitch.tv/NimbusReboot. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next video.